It all seems so familiar, yet I know I've never been here before. I feel so at home.
Homemade almond milk. After you make this, you're never going to want to buy store-bought milk again. So we're going to start with some almonds. I get these from Costco because I can get a huge thing for like super cheap, which is really nice. But here's my daddy's cleaning up the kitchen. We're grabbing a bowl and then we're putting a cup of our almonds into the bowl with 5 cups of water. It can either be hot water or cold water, but if it's cold water, they need to sit overnight. If it's hot, they only need to sit for like 1 to 2 hours. So just set those aside, cover them, let them chill, and then we're going to come back and check on them. The almonds seriously get so big because they soak up all the water. It's like kind of crazy. And then you just put them in your blender. I'm grabbing my Vitamix, honestly my ride or die, pour them in, don't spill anything. And then I'm adding some maple syrup along with some vanilla just to give it a little bit of extra flavor. Definitely recommend this. It's super, super good. Just blend it on high, like just keep blending it and it will become super foamy in this great texture. Now we're going to strain it. You don't have to strain it, but I'm just using a dish towel, pouring it over, and then you kind of just like squeeze it out. I don't know, it's kind of like milking the almonds. It's really weird. But then you have almond milk and it is so good. You definitely need to try it.
So I've always been kind of obsessed with the idea of like actually being a fairy, in case you couldn't tell from my like everything. And when I was younger, I once tried to convince my mom that I was a changeling, that her baby had been stolen at birth and replaced with me, a fairy child. And she did not like that. She was like, no, I gave birth to you. So that didn't go over well. When I first met my partner, I also tried to convince him that I was an elf, hiding the points of my ears using glamour magic. So that was kind of funny. Recently, I was like, ooh, I've got my little witchy pendulum. I asked it if I was a fairy, and it said yes, but also it's a rock on a string, so maybe I am, maybe I'm not.
Hi, welcome back to my indoor garden, and today I'm going to be talking about plants that are really good for people who tend to overwater or just overcare for their plant. First, I'll be talking about this beautiful Fittonia. They love water, so if they're underwatered, they'll go really dramatic and they'll flop down. But they love being sprayed with water. They love just being like having moist soil. They just love it. They grow in a naturally humid area, I think in Brazil. By far one of my favourite plants, and you can get them in with white or red or pink veins. Really, really cool. Okay, next one is a carnivore plant called a Drosera or a sundew. These guys sit in water and they produce mucus that will catch flies so that they can consume them and make their own nitrogen. They also flower, but since they sit in water, they require a fair bit of upkeep. And lastly, herbs. You can grow them inside or outside. They just love to be watered. You can really never overwater them.
Okay. Young dash boy, yeah, I am a goblin. I live in your basement, I'm causing you problems. Steal all your jewels, guess I be robbing. I'm a rare boy, yeah, no, I'm not common. I'm on your stove and I'm cooking up ramen. Pear.
Shall I try to get it down? Or you fill my head with pieces of a song I can't get out.
Let's go in the garden. You'll find something waiting right there where you left it, lying upside down. Dream when you're feeling blue. Come along with me, and the butterflies and bees. We can. Remember me, though I have to say goodbye. Remember me, don't let it make you cry. For even if I'm far away,
I can still recall our last summer, I still see it all. Walks along the Seine, laughing in the rain.